Every morning you get a chance to be different. You get a chance to change. You get a chance to be better. It was the famous quote by Alan Ben Bonner, American footballer. And if you don't change, life will force you to change your status. If you don't upgrade, you will be automatically downgrade your life. The next 4 minutes, you are going to learn how by not upgrading yourselves, you can just ensure that automatically you will be in the downgraded positions. Because your environment, your surroundings, all they are progressing. They are not standstill. Just like in the business, the Kodak, the camera, roll manufacturer, just abruptly gone bankrupt because the technology changed and they didn't adapt with the technology. And that's why they failed in their business with the new business model. And in our country, one of the life industry example of that not of upgrading is that Maruti Suzuki and his competitor Ambassador. Ambassador has not upgraded its model, whereas it was as per the choice of the mediocre and the middle class family of that time that Maruti Suzuki has started manufacturing the small car. And in the small car segment, he successfully produced the low cost small car as compared to Ambassadors, and that's why he gained his market shares, whereas Ambassador just diminished. In my practical life examples, I can tell you one example. There was a finest operation engineer, Yadav sir, in my previous organizations. He was a metallurgist, but he was not at all interested in his office work. Every day, every moment, he used to spend time at the plants, and with these minute variations of the parameters of the process, he used to capture and take the corrective actions. And his tenure was known for the maximum efficiency of the operations of that time. Profitability was also the best of one of our production unit in the zinc lead plant. But he was not at all interested in the presentations. He was not at all interested in the computer. He never tried to learn. And that's why in the change environment, when the new management came, at that time there was a lot of requirement of showing the presentations. But he has not developed that presentation skills. And what he used to do to survive, just to take and catch some of his juniors engineers who were either GT or in some junior level assistant manager. They used to make his presentations, and not only that, he was too much declined to present his performance also, and that's why he deputed his subordinates to present on behalf of him. What happened in the future? He lost his visibility. And that's why he lost his credibility, because visibility brings about the credibility, and credibility is profitability. He lost his profitability in his life. And that's why after a few years, he was gone out of the limelight, because at that time some improved technique of the measuring of the process parameters and the monitoring of the process parameters had already come in the industry, and company has adopted that. And that's why intense manual attention was not that much required as compared to it used to be required in the past. So what happened? Yadav sir just lost his importance. And in the next few years, when he got the opportunity of voluntary retirement, he took that options, because staying alone, odd man out is not the solution, because he already lost his value in the organizations. and organizations was not interested to keep such a persons with some high salary at that time. Question to you. Are you upgrading yourself or you want to be Jadhav sir? If you upgrade yourself, you have the enormous opportunity in the changing world, in any changing circumstances, and no circumstances can just restrict you, your development. If you apply, if you have the growth mentality, you need to adapt with the environment. And the Darwin's natural selection also tells that you have to adapt with the environment change. And then the survival of the fittest, his historical remarks, is quite applicable to human being as well. And remember, improvement begins with I. And if I believe that improvement is possible, I can make it happen. I can make it happen rather than with the folded hand to see in my surroundings and let it happen, my downfall. Question to you. Are you in the control of your life? Are you taking the bull by the horns? Or are you still starry-eyed that you are thinking that everything will happen automatically and you are in the wild goose chase, and in these next coming years you will make yourselves unfit for the time being, at that time, as per the demand of that time? Choice is yours. Ball is in your court. You can choose your life to be better or to be worse, whatever you like. And that's why, my dear friend, I tell you that pursue yourself to upgrade, to avoid, to overcome the future barricade in your life. And that's why you can ensure enjoyment and accolade. Let me repeat itself. Persuade yourself to upgrade, avoid future barricade, and ensure enjoyment and accolade.